channel.
Today we will share information about around the sea world.
Let's explore the sea!
Aldabra giant tortoise. The Aldabra giant tortoise, Aldabra gigantea, is a species of tortoise in the family Testudinidae. The species is endemic to the Seychelles, with the nominate subspecies, A.g. gigantea, native to Aldabra atoll. It is one of the largest tortoises in the world. Historically, giant tortoises were found on many of the western Indian Ocean islands. The fossil record indicates giant tortoises occurred on every continent and many islands with the exception of Australia and Antarctica. Many of the Indian Ocean species were thought to be driven to extinction by overexploitation by European sailors. And they were all seemingly extinct by 1840 with the exception of the Aldabran giant tortoise on the island atoll of Aldabra. Although some remnant individuals of A.g. holalisa and A.g. arnoldi may remain in captivity. In recent times, these have all been reduced as subspecies of A. gigantea. Description: the carapace of A. gigantea is a brown or tan, domed shape. The species has stocky, heavily scaled legs to support its heavy body. The neck of the Aldabra giant tortoise is very long, which helps the animal to exploit tree branches from the ground as a food source. Similar in size to the famous Galapagos giant tortoise, its carapace averages 122 centimeters in length with an average weight of 250 kilograms. Females are generally smaller than males, with average specimens measuring 91 centimeters in carapace length and weighing 159 kilograms. Medium-sized specimens in captivity were reported as 70 to 110 kilogram in body mass. Another study found body masses of up to 132 kilograms. Range and distribution. The main population of the Aldabra giant tortoise resides on the islands of the Aldabra atoll in the Seychelles. The atoll has been protected from human influence and is home to 100,000 giant tortoises, the world's largest population of the animal. Smaller populations of A. gigantea in the Seychelles exist on Fregate Island and in the Sainte Anne Marine National Park. Another isolated population of the species resides on the island of Canggu, near Zanzibar. Other captive populations exist in conservation parks in Mauritius and Rodriguez. The tortoises exploit many different kinds of habitat, including grasslands, low scrub, mangrove swamps, and coastal dunes. Habitat. A peculiar habitat has co-evolved due to the grazing pressures of the tortoises, a commingling of 20-plus species of grasses and herbs. Many of these distinct plants are naturally dwarfed and grow their seeds not from the tops of the plants, but closer to the ground to avoid the tortoise's close cropping jaws. As the largest animal in its environment, the Aldabra tortoise performs a role similar to that of the elephant. Their vigorous search for food fells trees and creates pathways used by other animals. Feeding ecology. Primarily herbivores, Aldabra giant tortoises eat grasses, leaves, woody plant stems, and fruit. They occasionally indulge in small invertebrates and carrion, even eating the bodies of other dead tortoises. In captivity, Aldabra giant tortoises are known to consume fruits such as apples and bananas, as well as compressed vegetable pellets. In 2020, a female Aldabra giant tortoise on Frigate Island was observed hunting and eating a juvenile lesser noddy. Little fresh water is available for drinking in the tortoise's natural habitat, so they obtain most of their moisture from their food. The Aldabra giant tortoise has two main varieties of shells, related to their habitat. Specimens living in habitats with food available primarily on the ground have more dome shells with the front extending downward over the neck. Those living in an environment with food available higher above the ground have more flattened top shells with the front raised. Lifespan. Some individual Aldabra giant tortoises are thought to be over 200 years of age. But this is difficult to verify because they tend to outlive their human observers. Adwaita was reputedly one of 4 brought by British seamen from the Seychelles Islands as gifts to Robert Clive of the British East India Company. And came to Calcutta Zoo in 1875. At his death in March 2006 at the Kolkata Zoo in India. Adwaita is reputed to have reached the longest ever measured lifespan of 255 years, birth year 1750. As of 2022, Jonathan, a Seychelles giant tortoise, is thought to be the oldest living giant tortoise at the age of 191 years. Esmeralda, an Aldabra giant tortoise, is second at the age of 179 years, since the death of Harriet, a Galapagos giant tortoise, at 175. An Aldabra giant tortoise living on Canggu off Zanzibar is reportedly 197 years old.
Thanks for watching this video.
Don't forget to like,
Comment,
share,
and subscribe this channel.
see you later!